You know, there's that saying, do as I say, but not as I do. And that's what we're seeing today in the world of politics. We have, for example, just as of late, the mayor of Austin, Texas, telling people to stay home, protect yourself. You know where he was? He got on a private jet and left the country somewhere on an island or somewhere in Mexico. Do what I say, not as I do. And this is an important lesson that applies to all of us in every aspect of our life. And there's a really, really good thing to understand when it comes to human beings. Human beings function on something called mirror neurons. Monkey see, monkey do. This is how babies learn. Babies learn the best through observation. Not what we tell them, not what we say, but through observation. This is how kids learn. This is how adults learn. In fact, everybody learns this way. If you put yourself in a certain environment, you will respond to that environment by mirroring other people within that environment. And so this is a great example I like to show people of monkey see, monkey do. And I really, really hope that after COVID, we start really peering into more transparency from our politicians. Politics have become a joke. You guys know my stance on politics. One, we don't need politicians. You need people to govern your life. You need people to tell you how to live. You need people to tell you exactly how to build a house, how to fucking take a shit, when to take out the garbage. Literally every aspect of your life is being dictated of how you should live. Why do we need politicians? If you look at like the Greek times, or if we look at Roman times before Julius Caesar, politicians only came into power when they were needed during turmoil periods. The whole idea of modern day politicians never existed back in the day. And politicians back in the day weren't career politicians. That didn't exist. There were people like you and I. It was our duty to protect our community. We had to stand up and we had to lead. And when the danger has passed, we step down. Until Julius Caesar took reign, like, I'm staying in power forever. Absolute power corrupts absolutely all. And that's what we see today. We see career politicians. They don't care about you. I always say, look at the incentive. They have a guaranteed paycheck, guaranteed benefits, regardless of what they say, what they do, they get those. So there's no repercussions for their actions. Yet you and I, we're here. We have repercussions for our actions. Our business shuts down. There's repercussions. Right? What we're told to do, and we obey by it. But yet the politicians know there's repercussions on our behalf. And so this is a great example for us to view the world in a different lens. I think we should, each of us, view everyone's actions as opposed to what they say. Always. Always. It's almost like, you know what, I had this idea before, long time ago. I wanted to create a public good where we all voluntarily donate into this public good. This public good responsibility is hiring investigators and hiring private eyes to keep a lookout on politicians. So this isn't funded by the taxpayer dollars. This isn't a private corporation doing this. Is a public good. Volunteering, we volunteer. We're going to hire these private individuals or private companies to look into these politicians. Because there has to be skin in the game. There has to be some kind of checks and balances. There's that Latin saying, I forget the top of my mind, but translated English paraphrase, who watches the watchers? Who watches the watchers? We don't have anybody watching the watchers right now. We're at the mercy of whatever they tell us. People take it for status quo. It's almost like the general population either A, just don't care, or B, is so numb from the whole process of what we're living in that they just don't have the necessary bandwidth to do something about it. It's like the boiling frog analogy. We've been in the fucking water so long, the water's not even hot anymore. It's fucking lava. Crazy, man. Fucking crazy. And we see these stories everywhere. Everywhere. The politician tells you one thing, they do another thing. What kind of example does that set for the people in that area? Think about. I also think about what type of individual is that to be so sadistic and sociopathic to push an agenda. And it can be COVID, it can be anything, like substitute for whatever. You must do this. And it's like, if you guys watch a Simpson episode, literally from the Simpson, that's, well, you must do this. But he's in Jamaica, the mayor. Get off the set. The Jamaican drummer's there. But think about the mentality of an individual to push an agenda on you, but exactly the same time do the complete opposite. What kind of standard is that setting for a society? What kind of example is that setting for everybody else? And this is why monkey see, monkey do applies in the political realm, because all of them are doing exactly the same thing. It's very seldom that we'll probably see a politician that's like 80% true, that they're honest about what they're trying to do. It's rare. And this is why I think we need to change the whole system. We can't have career politicians. I think that needs to go out the window. The whole idea of being multiple term, having guaranteed paycheck, guaranteed benefit. No. There has to be repercussions for your actions. There has to be skin in the game. You can't be living in your magical fiefdom and do whatever you want, when you want, how you want, with no repercussions. What the fuck? No. We got to bring you down to our level. Anyways, I just want to quickly make that rant today. Hopefully people start waking up and realizing it's not what they say, but what they do. Peace out.